Okay, first step to mast raising. Put the crutch up, and how this works is the previous owner made this bracket that sits over the rail and it fits in the gudgeons, I can't remember what those things are called, and then it extends, up to raise the mast enough to clear the cabin top up there. Alright, now up onto the boat to untie the mast and put the pin in. Okay, so we're up on top, and I wanted to show you this bracket that I made. It sits underneath like that. I don't know if you can see that. And then I can tie a line to that. And this is fairly closely in line with my mast pivot. It's not perfect, but that's okay. And back here, because I don't have two hands and I don't have a head strap for the, I just got to switch this around so it clamps on there. And then what we do is, once the mast is pinned and back on its crutch, I will tie a line from the corner of that up above the spreaders here, which will be farther back, and that's how I will stop the mast from falling to the side as I do this single-handedly. Anyway, yeah, I'll show you once I get everything at the next step, and then we'll take it from there. Alright, we're almost there. I got the mast pinned, the brackets on either side there. Mast is up in the crutch, everything's ready to go. But before I put this on the mast, I just wanted to show, so the spinnaker pole. So I make 2 knots here. You can see, actually that one's going to go over like this. This one's going to come on this side of the mast. Oops, sorry, bad camera work there. So when I go to do this, I'm going to put the one end of the spinnaker pole on this ring here. The halyard is going to be off of there because I'm going to use that up to that winch there and then winch it up. That end of the spinnaker pole is going here. It's going to lay up on the mast, and then this loop here is going to go around the mast above the spreaders, and then this line is going to go to the side of my bracket, and then this line over here is going to go there to that bracket. That way it'll be an arch, or sorry, like a triangle, and then that way it won't be able to fall sideways. So I just thought I'd show you how I did this. And then this is a quick release pin. I just pull this small wire and that will pull the pin, and I will be able to release this from around the mast because it will be too tall for me once the mast is up. I won't be able to reach. So one more step, I'll show you it all set up and ready to hoist, and then we'll see what we can do for hoisting video. Okay. Okie dokie. This is the final countdown and ready to raise the mast. So I've got my strap here that goes over the tall point, that goes down to the winch down there, and then, which I think I'm going to change to up here in the future so that I don't have to climb down and check everything. Anyway, the brackets are in place. You can see they go up to the mast, and it should work. That bit does not allow it to fall over. You can see it's attached here with the spinnaker pole. There, up to there. And I'm just gonna have to watch out for those trees. And we're ready to go. And the other thing I want to mention is I've got my shrouds hooked up with these bungees just to hold them in place so that these fittings don't get broken, because that's a pain in the ass. They don't get broken, they just bend. But alright, here we go. Raising the mast. Alright, mast is up. It needs some tuning, obviously. Need to even out the shroud tension and stuff. But we're good for now. It's getting late in the afternoon. I still have to drive home. So put the boom on, take the brackets off, put the lines away in the cockpit locker, and I am out of here.